Hi, Chrissy. Okay. Thank you guys all for being here tonight with me. I know that everybody is feeling a lot of the feels as we are all going through this together. And that is one of the things that is comforting me at this time, is that we are all going through it as one, even though it may look very different in our lives, how it is affecting us. So tonight, for our guided meditation, we're going to get comfortable in our seat where we are, feel cozy, give yourself this gift of the time to be with your thoughts, take some good deep breaths, and just be. So we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose to start, and out through our mouth. Another deep breath in through our nose, and out through our mouth. The thing is, we're always breathing. Thank God we don't have to remind our lungs to do it. But it's nice when we're reminded to take some good deep breaths, because it brings us right into the present moment. And that's one of the points of meditation, is to be in the present moment, right here, right now, with whatever is going on in your world. So I want you to feel whatever you're sitting on as it supports you, to remind yourself that you are supported during these times, and you are also loved by many, many people. And feel the warmth of knowing that love, that there are people that are thinking about you right now, supporting you from afar, virtually, as much as we want to be together physically. I feel that there's been great power in the virtual community of everybody supporting one another through this journey. So on tonight's journey, we are actually going to invite some company over. It's not the normal company that you might think you'd want to invite over for a fun time, but it's company that you needed to invite over tonight, because you need to talk to this company about a couple things going on in your life. So wherever you're sitting, the room that you're in, your company is going to be arriving soon. And you may notice that your heart rate quickens a little bit, or that your breathing quickens a little bit. But stay grounded in the fact that you have invited this company over. You know they are going to be coming into your sacred space, and that you are in control of this situation. Let's take another deep breath in and out through our mouths. And then there's the knock at the door. Maybe it startles you at first, but then you remind yourself, I know who this is. As you get up and walk towards the door, you may feel yourself start to question inviting this company over tonight, second guessing yourself, because that's what we do so many times. But you reach for that doorknob and you open the door. And there is your company. The company that you have invited tonight into your sacred space is fear. 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 What does fear look like to you? Is it light? Is there a darkness around it? Is there a shape to it or a certain size? Is there a feeling around it? Is it bringing with it coldness, or is it giving off some heat? Is there a smell to fear? Take all of these in as you're assessing your fear. And fear says, you have invited me over here tonight. I am here. And so you invite fear into your space, closing the door behind you, telling fear that it can have a seat wherever it likes. And it does just that because that's what fear does. It's confident in what it does. It rarely second guesses itself. And you may find yourself starting to wander around the room, maybe not feeling totally ready to sit down yet with fear. Maybe feeling your palms a little sweaty, wondering if this was the right thing to do. But again, you feel supported and loved. So you take your seat across from fear. So now you're looking at fear in its eyes. And fear says to you, why have you invited me here tonight? Such a formal invitation. I usually come and go as I please. And I know you've seen me many times before in your life. But why tonight? Why invite me into your space? I usually come uninvited. And you say to fear, I know you quite well, fear. Yes, you have shown up many times before in my life. You've stayed for longer times than others. Sometimes you've only stayed a couple hours, or maybe even minutes. But the thing is, fear, you've been staying around for a couple weeks now, kind of right on my shoulder. You seem to be with me all day and even at night. I find maybe I'm not sleeping well. Maybe I'm waking up earlier than expected, or having a hard time falling asleep at night because you have been by my side for the last couple of weeks. And the thing is, fear, I've invited you here tonight because I want to talk to you. I want to tell you that I know you have a purpose in this life. Back in the day, when we were cavemen and cavewomen, fear was survival mode. It was the fight or flight response. Many, many years ago, when we were chased by saber-toothed tigers, if we didn't have fear, we wouldn't survive. There's a reason why maybe when you've been in an area that you're unfamiliar with, maybe alone, and you get those little hairs that stand up on the back of your neck because maybe you feel someone is following you or behind you. That's fear. You have a real purpose in this world, and I acknowledge that. It's just that I wanted to tell you tonight, face to face, that I want to take back control. I am tired of giving you so much of my energy. It's honestly draining me. I feel like I only have so much energy to give. And I don't know if you've noticed, fear, but you've been getting a lot of my energy and a lot of the energy of those around me, the people I love and hold dearest to me, my family, my friends, my community, my coworkers, the world. You've been very busy, fear. And what I started to realize is that I would like to take back some of the control in my life. I know that I am in control of my mind. So many times we let ourselves start having a thought, a scary thought, especially in these times, and we allow ourselves to just fall deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole of fear. And it's so easy to do that because we're human. And the thing is, with everything going on right now in the world, there's a real fear of the unknown. So many of us love to know our plans and be in control of what we're doing tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month, this summer. And right now, what's been going on has taken that control out of our hands. And so we may feel like we're floundering in a time where nobody has ever experienced this before in their lifetime. People are trying to do their best with what they have right now. But the thing is that with all of the energy that I wake up with every day, I would really love for most of that energy to go towards the good and the positive and the faith that I know we will get through this. I know that there will be some really hard days, but I also know that there will be some really good days. And I know that you will be with me, fear, on some of those days. But I've invited you here tonight because I wanted to tell you that I acknowledge you. I feel you. I've been feeling you for many, many days. But the thing is that not only my family, my friends, my community, but the world really needs me to step up big right now. And I cannot play big if I am dumping most of my energy, my sacred energy, into you. I need to take back some of the control. I didn't know if I should invite you here because I wasn't sure how you might respond. But I also thought that how would I ever know if I didn't ask you to come over? If I just let you continue to sit on my shoulder and pervade all of my thoughts each hour of these days. And so I took a tiny step of bravery in asking you to be here tonight. It wasn't easy, but I also know that to get through this, I need to be able to show up as the strongest version of myself that I know I can be. And that is me feeling confident, feeling strong, and feeling courageous. And I need to fill up those buckets with that energy that I have. And there may be a little energy left over for you, fear, because I know that your primary goal is to keep me safe. And I thank you for that. I thank you for keeping me safe. You've done a pretty good job up until now, keeping me safe in my life. But I wanted you to know that if I don't seem to be paying you too much attention over these next couple days and weeks ahead, is because I'm using my beautiful energy for good. I'm using it for the positive. I'm using it to send prayers to people across the country, across the world, across the street. I'm using it so that I can show up and be a role model for whoever may be looking up to me, whether that be my children, my nieces, my nephews, my siblings, maybe even my parents are looking to me for strength right now. My coworkers, my neighbors, my community. So I'm going to need to take back that control. I'm going to need to be able to fill up my cup of self-love and self-preservation and tell myself that it's okay to have those thoughts of fear because they will come and go. We're only human. And it's okay if we find ourselves maybe going down that rabbit hole a couple times, but not too far down that rabbit hole, because we can switch the flip and say, okay, I'm aware. I acknowledge this. I feel it. But I am going to flip the switch. I'm not going to go all the way down the rabbit hole because you know what? It's really hard to get out of that rabbit hole. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to turn it into the positive. And I'm going to use the strength and love and support that I have been getting from everybody around me. And I'm going to use it for good. Because I know on the other side of this, when we do get through this, I want to show up as the strong, intact, wiser version of myself. And the only way to do that is to pour most of my energy into the positive, strength, confident person that I am. And as you look over at fear, fear has been watching you, and fear acknowledges you and thanks you for acknowledging it. You may even find yourself with a little smile on your face now after you've shown up in this courageous way to literally face fear face to face. Fear understands because that's what fear does. Fear has a knowing. And with that, you stand up and you lead fear to the door. You thank fear for coming over tonight and listening to you and taking it all in. And as you open the door to allow fear to leave, you tell fear, I know I will see you again. I know I'll see you in the near future. But I also want you to know that I am feeling more empowered and stronger than I was before you came into this room with me tonight. Because I know that that was really hard for me to do, to invite you into my sacred space. And I did it. I am so proud of myself for that small win tonight. And with that, fear walks away. And you close the door and you just find yourself standing there, smiling, maybe feeling a little emotional, because you showed up for yourself tonight the way that you need to show up for yourself every day, that you need to show up for those you love, your family, your friends, your community, the world. You showed up really big tonight, and you should feel so proud of yourself for that. The thing is, my friends, we already have all we need inside of us. It's just that sometimes, especially at times like this, we need the gentle reminder that everything you need is already inside of you. You just need someone to lovingly remind you that it's there. And with that, we take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. And I want you to take how you're feeling right now. I want you to take that with you tonight. Take it with you to sleep. Take it with you tomorrow and all of the days to come, knowing that you are the strong, courageous person you always have been and always will be. You can start to gently flutter your eyes open, taking some more deep breaths. And this has filled up my cup so much tonight. I am so thankful and grateful for all of you for being here, giving me your time and energy and love and support. I feel it. I feel it everywhere, especially in my heart. So I just want to thank you all. I love you. I'm sending you love and support. Stay well, stay healthy until we meet again. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Katie.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.